15.9 things which you shouldn't waste your money on. Let's dive in. When I had a massive headache a few years ago, I remember walking into a pharmacy and automatically picking Tylenol off the shelf. My friend who was with me pointed out that I am paying extra, not for the medicine, but for the brand. I was shocked. The reality is generic acetaminophen is exact same as Tylenol, and generic ibuprofen is same as Advil. Both contains the same active ingredients and have to meet the same rigorous FDA approval process. Yet, Tylenol will cost you $20 and the generic acetaminophen will cost you just $10. The difference is even bigger for Advil. Advil will cost you $10 and the generic ibuprofen costs just $2. Why? Because you're covering their cost of flashy marketing campaign, packaging, and brand recognition. Not because the medicine itself is any better. That day onwards, I always compare the active ingredients, dosage, and instructions, and if they are the same, generic is the way to go. Of course, this is for the over-the-counter medicines only. Number 2. Health. A $50 oil change might seem like a hassle, but ignoring it could cost you $5,000 in engine replacement. The same principle applies to our health. Skipping routine checkups or ignoring minor issues might save you some time and money now, but it can lead to massive bills and serious consequences down the road. 66.5% of the bankruptcies in the US are related to medical expenses. Many of these could have been avoided with early intervention and preventive care. Please don't skip it. And the third one is going to be dynamic airfare. Airlines use dynamic airfare to adjust the ticket price based on the demand, timing, and your browsing history. Booking at the last minute or during peak times can easily cost you double or more. That's why the same seat on the plane might sell for $200 today and $500 tomorrow, just because how dynamic pricing works. The solution? Plan your trip backwards. Instead of deciding where to go first and then look for flight, flip the process. Start with where the cheapest airline is and plan your trip backward. Google Flights Explorer allows you to see a map of destinations with the lowest fares from your location. It's like having a travel treasure map, showing you the most affordable options all over the world. Once you find a destination with a great deal, decide if it suits your need and interest. And the second solution could be clearing your browser cookies, looking for flights in incognito mode, or using VPN. Number 4. Impulse buying. Impulse buying often targets your emotional trigger rather than your actual needs. Retailers use strategies like limited time offers, strategically placed products, and enticing displays to make you feel like you have to buy now. But think about it. How many of those purchases truly add value to your life? And the solution? Always go with a shopping list and stick to it. If you feel the urge to buy something, wait for 24 hours. Chances are the excitement will fade. Number 5. Unused subscriptions. 33% of the Americans pay for unused streaming services. 44% of the Americans are not able to keep track of how many subscriptions they have and how to manage them. Subscriptions are designed to be easy to start, but often tricky to cancel. And companies count on you to forget it or procrastinate. Check your bank or credit card for recurring charges, and if you are not using the subscription, cancel it. Number 6. Gifts. How often have you spent time and money on gifts only to be met with a shrug? Buying gifts for people who don't value them isn't just draining emotionally, it's a waste of your hard-earned money. The solution? Spend on those who value your efforts. Set a budget. Avoid overspending on gifts out of guilt or obligation. Number 7. International phone charges. Have you ever returned from an international trip to find a shocking phone bill? That's international roaming charges, hidden fees for using your phone abroad. And the solution? Get a travel plan. Many carriers offer affordable international plans, activated before you leave the country. Many countries offer on-arrival SIM card. Those are way cheaper. I use it every time I go to India. Number 8. The bank fees. It doesn't make sense to pay fees to a bank which is using your money for free. Many banks and credit unions offer bank accounts without any monthly fees. Choose those instead. Or open a high-yield saving account where you can earn up to 4 to 5% without any monthly fees. Also, it's a sheer waste of money to pay overdraft fees. Mostly, all banks will waive off the overdraft fee if you just call them and let them know that it will not happen again. Number 9. Trying to look rich. Trying to look rich is a trap which drains your wallet and adds no value to your life. Think about it. Why spend on flashy clothes, luxury cars, or the latest gadget just to impress people you don't even like? And the irony? Many wealthy people don't flaunt their riches. They live modestly and focus on growing their assets, not showing off their income. And if you try to look rich, it often leads to debt and financial stress, keeping you further away from true financial freedom. Number 10. Drinks at the restaurant. Let's talk about something we all have done. You're out at a restaurant, you ordered a meal, and without thinking, you added a glass of Coke. It seems harmless, right? Until you look at the bill and see that tiny glass cost you $5. You could buy a 2-liter bottle of Coke at the store for around $2.70 or less if it's on sale. That's nearly 10 times cheaper. It's literally the same product. Why the markup? Restaurants make huge profit on beverages. The cost of them to pour you the glass of Coke is pennies, but they charge you a premium because they know you will pay it. It's all about the convenience and habit, and the margin gets even bigger for the alcoholic drinks. Number 11. Branded glasses. Many people spend a lot of money on branded expensive glasses, thinking that they are getting superior quality. However, a significant portion of the eyewear market is dominated by a single company, Luxottica. They own numerous brands including Ray-Ban, Oakley, and they manufacture for other luxury brands like Prada, Chanel, and Versace. Many of these glasses are manufactured using similar material and process. The high prices often reflect the brand name rather than a substantial difference in quality. By opting for less expensive and non-branded glasses, you can save money without compromising on quality. Number 12. College degree. Investing in a college degree is often seen as a ticket to a brighter future, but not all degrees offer the same rate of return. More than half of Americans with college degrees find themselves working in jobs that don't require a bachelor's degree, often earning far less than expected. For example, degrees in the field of philosophy, arts, and psychology often leads to a starting salary of $30,000 to $40,000 compared to the STEM degrees like computer science, healthcare, or engineering, where your starting salary is around $70,000. Meanwhile, the average student debt in the US hovers around $37,000, making the financial mismatch even more glaring. Please choose your major wisely. Number 13. Bigger home. A bigger home might seem like a dream come true, but it often turns into a financial nightmare if you are not prepared. The extra square footage comes with a higher cost, bigger mortgage payments, higher property taxes, more expensive insurance, and increased utility bills. On average, heating and cooling can cost you 30 to 50% more compared to a modest home. When buying a home, focus on functionality and not luxury. Ask yourself, do I need this much space, or am I trying to impress others? A home should support your life, not drain your bank account. Number 14. Lottery tickets. Playing the lottery or gambling might feel like a fun way to chase the dream of wealth, but it is often a financial trap. The odds of winning a major lottery like a Powerball is 1 in 292 million. You are more likely to be struck by a lightning or bitten by a shark. Despite this, Americans spend over $100 billion annually on lottery tickets. Gambling is no better. Casinos are designed to ensure that the house always wins. The average gambler loses $500 to $1,000 annually, and for those who gamble regularly, the losses can skyrocket. Number 15. Smoking. The average smoker in the US spends $2,000 to $3,000 annually on cigarettes alone. Over a decade, that's $20,000 to $30,000. That money could go towards a new car, a home down payment, or an investment portfolio. As per CDC, smoking kills 480,000 people every year and costs the US more than $600 billion per year. The costs don't stop at the pack of cigarette. Smokers often face higher health insurance premiums, medical bills, and even home and car insurance rates due to the associated risk. And the 15.9. Online gaming. Online games and in-app purchases are designed to hook you and your wallet. A seemingly harmless $1 purchase of extra lives or skin can add up fast. According to industry report, the average gamer spend around $76 per year on in-app purchases, and heavy users can easily shell out hundreds or even thousands of dollars annually. Games developers use psychological tactics like offering limited time deals or pay to win to nudge you into spending more. And what's worse, these purchases often don't hold any value in the real world. Instead of wasting money so many different ways, why don't you try the rule 25-6-6? It can help you build a $6 million portfolio and retire early. Your finance friend Sushant, signing off.